Tell us what Truth Social is experiencing.
I look at it this way, Eric, and that is that social media is here to stay. It's why we built Truth Social, because many of us were banned or shadow banned, including the President of the United States, from all of the social media platforms. So, we had to build our own. So the governor, can blame social media. I mean, it's his right to free speech also. But the fact of the matter is that it's the mode of communication today. So you just have to accept it and move on. And Charlie Kirk was obviously a big supporter of not only free speech, but he was one of the original, main folks to get onto Rumble, which, I was also, along with Dan Bongino and others. And then, of course, when we started Truth Social. So look, where there is some area that you can work on, but it's a constant struggle. And that is to have accounts that are on your social media platform that are actually verified and you know who they are. We work really hard at it. I think that our team keeps one of the cleanest platforms that's out there. But even our platform, we constantly are getting attacked by bots, cyber attacks, et cetera, et cetera. And so we try to do our best. We have a lot of users that then report these types of kind of fake or phony accounts. So there's that. So I think where the governor should focus is just to make sure that the people that are on social media, that for the most part are actually real and not just bot farms that are actually putting out a consistent message that may just be one dude in his underwear sitting in the Philippines in his mom's basement, putting up, negative beliefs based on maybe something that he's being paid for by a nonprofit or a political operative in the United States or in a foreign country, et cetera, et cetera. So I look at it this way. One, social media is here to stay. So at Truth Social, we try to keep it as clean as possible and make sure that people are actually real people and we keep the bots off. But secondly, we don't allow for illegal activity on our platform. And, and it happens, quite often you get threats, you get things of that nature. And you can imagine being the platform that President Trump primarily posts on. We get a lot of people that want to say bad things to the president. Now, it's okay if you want to say something, if it's your right to free speech, if you want to say something that you disagree with the president on. However, if you start to make death threats against anyone on the platform, that's when we take it to another level and we notify the proper authorities. So there's probably some area to work on in there, but I just think you have to take it as it is, accept the world as the way that it is, not the way you want it to be, and that is that social media is here to stay. Now, I don't think the problem has to do with social media as much as I think it has to do with the funnel that's poisoning our kids from the far left in this country and around the globe that happens to have now manifested itself as the Democratic Party. They are a death cult now. This has been going on for a very long time. I mean, I can go into my dealings with the extreme left over the better part of a decade that, as you know, Eric, is being at the beginning of the Russia hoax and calling the hoax a hoax. As you will recall, I had many death threats that, by the way, it never ends. I mean, it's, now that I run Trump Media, we're obviously a target. And, you just have to be assured that if you come after Trump Media, Truth Social, you will be met with lethal force. Like, we don't mess around. We work with the local sheriffs, the local prosecutors, and anybody that messes with us or our team. We will take action, quickly.